2, 1, action. Hey guys, what's up? It's Alicia. I'm your Wednesday here, and this week is Story Week. So I'm going to be telling you the story of when I met my favorite person in the whole entire world, Patty Walters. Okay, he's a fellow YouTuber. He hasn't made a YouTube video in a year, which is sad because I live for those videos. But okay, here we go. So the December of last year, they started to announce people for Warped Tour, and like I think it was like the third announcement, and they announced As It Is, and I literally almost shit myself, because I was like, does that mean? And like I checked it over and over again and over and over and over, and their name stayed there. So freaking out. And then I met Abby, and she decided to go to Warped Tour with me. There, her hand's right there. She's right there. So we drove there, and we were waiting in line, and there, I don't know what he was, maybe a stage manager or someone like that, was holding their sign, and I was like, Abby, there's their sign, and I was like freaking out, and like they wrote the time, and like so we knew the time, and then like so we turned away, and we were just like talking, and so we saw the guy with the sign that said the time, and like I was like, what if Patty comes out here? And like Abby said something, I don't remember what she said, but like it was like a good 10 minutes later, and the guy like walked by us again with the sign and like went to the front of the line, and all of a sudden I look up and I see like this blonde kid, and I was like, no, and I like shrugged it off for a second, and then like I looked back really fast, and I was like, no fucking way. I was like, that is Patty Walters. And so I turned to Abby, and like she was like looking somewhere, I don't know what she was. I started shaking her arm, and she was like, what? I was like, Patty's over there. Like,
maybe my fat jiggle.
I went like this, and she was like, no, he's not, I can't see him. I was like, I can fucking see him right there. And like I pointed, and then she finally saw him, and then they started walking like towards us. I was like, fucking A. And I was like freaking out. I was like shaking, and they stopped like over near the fence where like people were like standing, and like they were trying to sell CDs, but me, I go up there. I have like the money out already. He goes, hi, I was like, yes, I want to buy a CD. And like I just like, he didn't even get to finish the sentence. I was just like, yeah, here's my money, take it now, take it. And so like we like started talking, and I was like, hi, I'm Alicia, and he was like, hi, and I was like, meh. And I bought the CD, and then like they were like, so yeah, I hope you guys come to our set. I was like, I want to talk to this kid longer. So I was like, they like turned to like Abby and were like, do you want to buy a CD too? And she was like, no, it's okay. I was like, she's buying a CD.
Well, she wants to buy merch.
I was like, she's buying a CD. She's buying the CD so I can talk to Patty longer. So
yeah,
while she was talking to the other three guys, I was talking to Patty, and like Patty was like, how are you? I was like, oh, I'm good. Side note, so I've watched Patty since he started YouTube, so I was like his 67th subscriber on YouTube, so I was excited to tell him that. And so I was like, by the way, like I've been watching you on YouTube forever. I was like your 67th subscriber. He goes, that was like 6 years ago. I was like, yeah, this is my first time meeting you in 6 years. So he was like, thank you so much, and like he hugged me. I didn't even ask for a hug. He hugged me, and I was like, thanks. And like we all like ended up back as a group, and like they were talking about like a CD visor or something like that, like over there covering their eyes. So like Abby like had her CD, like we asked for pictures, and they were like, oh no, you gotta come to our selfie tent. So I was like, okay, more you. So That's what was going through my head. So then they said goodbye. We said goodbye. They saw our like shirts, and like at the last second they were like, oh, you're coming to our set, right? And like we're like, yeah. I was like, yeah, most definitely. And they were like, oh yeah, you know, Pierce the Who, right? And I was like, nothing clicked in my head at first. So I was like, yeah, Pierce the Who. And like we made it like this huge joke of the day, like Pierce the Who. And so we got in. The first thing we did was go look at the times, and Pierce the Veil and As It Is was playing at the same time. So like there was like a heart attack and a thing, because right now I was wearing a Pierce the Veil shirt, but then there's Patty Walter. We figured it out, like Abby was gonna watch Pierce the Veil for a little while, and I was gonna stay with her, but then I was gonna leave like the second song to go see As It Is. So we went to their picture tent thing, and we were waiting in line, and like they were like, oh, buy bracelets, buy bracelets, buy bracelets. So I bought a bracelet. Yeah. I bought this bracelet right here. We were waiting in line, and I was like freaking out. I don't know why I was freaking out, because I already met them. And so I made Abby go first. And so like they were talking to Abby and everything, and I took pictures, and then it was my turn, so I went up there, and I went straight to Patty, like in between Patty and Foley. I'll put the pictures in so you know what I'm talking about. Like we were talking and everything, and like they were taking pictures, and then all of a sudden like Patty goes, you're my 67th, like he was like 67, and like I started laughing so hard. So like the picture, like Abby caught the picture of him like talking, and I was proud of myself. I was like laughing. After we met them at their picture tent, we saw all the acts again, and like at one part there was like no one that we were watching at all, so like we sat in like the like pavilion type thing, and then we were like, oh, might as well just go to their signing, like the As It Is signing. So we go there, and we're like, the line is actually pretty long, so like we like waited a couple, and like we ended up being like the last couple people in line, and so like we were like the last ones to be in the signing. And so like we go around, and like we put our CDs down, and they're like, not you guys again. And someone like, who was it that said, are you stalking us? Was it Ben? Ben was like, no. Ben was like, are you stalking us? And like Abby goes, no,
we're your number one fan.
And so they were like, oh, we appreciate that. And so like they signed our CDs, and like we were going to the end of the line, and I handed my CD to Patty, and like he starts signing it, but like this band is playing a cover of a Fall Out Boy song, and like he starts singing to me, and like I don't know what to do, so I'm like standing there smiling. He's like, whoa, whoa, and I was like, I was like, I didn't know my face. I was just a mess, because he was like, his eye contact is killer. Like it could kill someone if you made eye contact with this kid. But like he was like, whoa, whoa, and like he handed me the CD. He was like, have a wonderful day, and I was like, meh. I was like, thank you so much, because I said thank you about 100 times to them. I don't know why. I was like, thank you so much, and like we walked away, and I was like, that was the best moment of my life. That's like the highlight of my life. And a couple months later, they were on the AP tour, and we went in Boston, and we met them all again, and it was great. And Patty remembered me, and I cried because it was so great. And that was my story of how I met Patty Walters for the first time.
Whoa.
So those are my stories. I hope you enjoyed me freaking about Patty Walters. Love him. So I'll see you next Wednesday. Stay cool. Bye. Oh, by the way, like this video and subscribe. You're cool. Love you. Bye. Back. Male seahorses give birth. Go look it up. Bye.